Well, we finally here, y'all. The NBA regular season is upon us. The Chicago Bulls go into the 2026 regular season with a couple of injuries, bro. But it ain't no excuses out here. We coming to win each and every game. That's why I'm going to scout out the ops before each and every game this season. This new from Shy Bulls Podcast. But y'all know y'all got to hear the music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Hey, man, the season is here. Shy Bulls Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I am Cognac Boy CDubb, holding it down on another daily episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. If you like what you're listening to, make sure you hit that like button, punch that subscribe button. Now let's get to the ops. The season is finally here. And before every game, I'm going to try 82 of them. I'm going to try. Top 3 ops going into the next game that we got to pay extra special attention to. We got the Detroit Pistons coming in here. They had a pretty good season. The Detroit Pistons are finally showing that they're ready to step up and compete. Who are the players that we really got to worry about on this team? Let's start from the top. We going to start with Cade Cunningham. Yes. This is, if you talk about threats for the Detroit Pistons, ain't no way you can start anywhere but Cade Cunningham. 26 points per game last season, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists while shooting 47% from the field. This kid is looking to make another jump this season. I would think that he's looking to be in that MVP conversation. I don't know if he can get there, but hey, man, 26 points per game last season and 9 assists. This is one of the top point guards in the NBA. Real physical guy. So who's starting at the point is Josh Giddey. I think it's either going to be Ayo or Trae Young starting at the 1, so they're going to have their hands full. That's another reason I'm pushing for Ayo Dosunmu to start. He'll be a better matchup against Cade Cunningham, who is really, really, really good and only getting better. But Cade Cunningham is our number one priority. We can't let him go off. We can't. Just think on the Detroit roster. Do they have any more playmakers in the likes of Cade? Not Ivy. Ivy's a scorer. Do they have any other person on that roster that can make for others? And he got 6 assists. That ain't top of the line playmaking. I think this is one of the things he needs to improve. But whoever has the assignment of guard Cade Cunningham, it's the most important assignment. That's why I say give it to Ayo. That's our number one op to look after, Cade Cunningham. At number 2, Ausar Thompson. This is not the other kid. The other brother is better. The other twin is better than this kid, but that doesn't mean he's trash. This kid does a little bit of everything, just like a little bit like Ayo. Ayo a little better. Athleticism, creativity, defense, hustle. This guy is going to be in your face, and you better be ready to deal with the physicality. You see the Bulls, they've been preaching physicality and defense. I'm good that they got a great test at the exact beginning of the season with Ausar Thompson. He plays the 3, I think, or the 4. But 3 of the 4. This is probably a matchup for Montes Buzelis or whoever's at the 3 spot. I'm going to say they probably put him on Montes. It's a good matchup to start the season for Montes Buzelis. Defensively, I think Montes can hold his own. It's going to be a good test for Montes to see where he at if this is his matchup right here. He also can bust a game open. He can get hot from the field, bro. He's also improving. We better pay attention to Asur Thompson, the number 2 op on my list, or he will hurt you. Defensive, it ain't got to be scoring. Defensively, playmaking, he could do a lot of shit. Now let's get to the last guy. Jalen Duran. Solid in the middle, bro. This guy right here, man. He is a man amongst boys, but he young as hell. I think he like under 22 or something like that. A young ass underage, overage center with muscles hanging all over the place. Look at his muscles in his arm. This is a bad matchup for us in Vooch because Vooch is still on his team. And Zach Collins is injured. So it's going to be up to Vooch and Jalen Smith to hold it down. I don't think they're going to bring up Obrick. I don't think so. That'll be in case of emergency and stuff. If we get a injury to one of the 2 bigs that we have on the roster. I don't know. It's up in there. I think Obrich might be called up. I think he might be on the bench. He might be. Just for this game, just until Zach Collins get off injury. I think he might be on the bench. Rebounding, scoring in the paint, setting screens, getting paint presence. That's Jalen Duran, bro. Gotta go to the basket with intention. Must box out, get rebounds. This is going to be a tough opening game for the Chicago Bulls, bro. But I still think that we got enough to be competitive at the very least. And I still think that we got enough to win the opening game. That's my top 3 ops for the next game coming up. We got Kay Cunningham, Asua Thompson, and Jalen Duran. Y'all make sure y'all tune in for Shot Bulls Podcast Live Call. Chicago Bulls versus the Detroit Pistons. And we'll see if the Bulls ready to turn up. See y'all on the next one. Peace out. Who your top 3, too? Who your top 3 Detroit Pistons we should look after? Let me know in the comments. Peace.
Cognac.